Good morning, afternoon everyone. I want to talk about something that hasn't happened yet, but serves as a stark, chilling warning about the future of our digital world. Picture this. It's February 2026. A headline flashes across your screen from the Hacker News, a trusted source for cybersecurity intelligence, proclaiming, Open VSX supply chain attack used, and suddenly, the digital foundations many of us rely on begin to tremble. While that date, February 2026, is still in our future, the article it describes is a powerful thought experiment, a critical projection of a very real and dangerous threat. Today, we are going to unpack what this headline could mean, why it's so concerning, and most importantly, what steps we need to be taking now to prevent such a scenario from becoming reality. First, let's establish some context. For anyone who works with code, especially if you use Microsoft's incredibly popular Visual Studio Code, or VS Code, you know how essential extensions are. They add features, integrate tools, and generally make a developer's life easier. While VS Code has an official marketplace, there's also an open source alternative called OpenVSX. Think of it as another app store for VS Code extensions. Popular for its flexibility and broader reach, particularly in environments where direct access to Microsoft services might be restricted or undesirable. Now, let's talk about the supply chain attack part. This isn't about someone directly hacking your computer. Imagine it like this. When you buy a product, you trust that the manufacturing process, the shipping, the entire chain, is secure and uncompromised. A supply chain attack in software means an attacker targets one of those steps before the software even reaches you. They might compromise the legitimate developer's system, inject malicious code into an update, or even tamper with the distribution platform itself, in this case, potentially OpenVSX or one of its hosted extensions. So, the 2026 Hacker News article isn't just predicting a random hack. It's painting a picture where a malicious actor has successfully infiltrated the OpenVSX ecosystem. Here's how it could play out. Compromised extensions. An attacker might take over a popular, legitimate VS Code extension hosted on OpenVSX. They inject hidden, malicious code into an update, which then gets pushed out to thousands, or even millions, of unsuspecting developers. Platform-level compromise. Even more devastating, the attacker could compromise the OpenVSX platform itself, allowing them to publish malicious extensions under legitimate-looking names, or even tamper with existing ones. The payload. What would this malicious code do? The possibilities are terrifying. Data exfiltration, stealing sensitive code, intellectual property, API keys, or credentials from developers' machines. Backdoors, creating secret access points into corporate networks or cloud environments that developers connect. 2. Ransomware, encrypting developers' entire workspaces or company servers. Further attacks, using compromised developer machines as launchpads for sophisticated attacks against other companies or critical infrastructure. Essentially, by compromising OpenVSX, an attacker could gain a trusted foothold into potentially countless development environments. Globally, developers are often the gatekeepers to an organization's most valuable assets, their code, their systems, their future. This hypothetical scenario isn't just theoretical musing. It underscores several critical truths about our digital world. 1. The fragility of trust. We implicitly trust the tools and platforms we use. This attack exploits that trust. 2. The reach of open source. While incredibly beneficial, The decentralized nature of open source can also present security challenges if not rigorously managed. 3. The impact of software supply chain security. This isn't just an IT department's problem. It affects every organization that relies on software. Which is to say, every organization. 4. A precursor to reality. The best cybersecurity warnings often come in the form of these, future-dated, articles, pushing us to address vulnerabilities before they're exploited in the wild. So, what can we do, even before February 2026 rolls around? This isn't a problem for tomorrow. It's for today. For developers and individuals, be skeptical. Scrutinize every extension you install. Ask, is it from a reputable publisher? How many downloads does it have? What permissions does it request? Least privilege. Give extensions, and indeed, all software, only the permissions they absolutely need. Regular updates. Keep VS Code and all your extensions updated to the latest versions. Security scans. Use security tools to scan your codebase and dependencies for known vulnerabilities. Isolation. Consider using isolated development environments for sensitive projects. For organizations, implement strict policies, define clear guidelines for approved extensions and development tools. Supply chain security tools. Invest in solutions that automatically analyze and monitor your software supply chain for risks. Security audits. Regularly audit your internal development practices and the security posture of third-party tools. Employee training. Educate your development teams about the risks of supply chain attacks and best security practices. Monitor threat intelligence. Stay informed about emerging threats, just like the one this article predicts. The Hacker News article from February 2026 serves as a powerful, timely reminder. It highlights that the weakest link in our digital defenses might not be a direct breach, but a subtle, insidious compromise within the very tools we use to build our future. Let this hypothetical attack be the wake-up call we need to strengthen our digital supply chains, verify our trust, and ensure that when 2026 truly arrives, this remains just a cautionary tale, and not a grim reality. Thank you.